Wow. I don't know what to say. It's like things just keep getting crazier and crazier and crazier in the pro wrestling world. Like, what the heck is going on here? Another firing. Another firing. What the heck, man? Oh my God. Yeah. And just bad timing once again. Bad timing once again. I don't get it. Hey, what's up, SGN Gaming? Welcome to the stream. Yet, absolutely shocked right now. Who you telling? Oh, man. Well, let's just go over it. Here we go. Read them and weep. Now, I'm going to try to pronounce this name correctly, but if I don't, please forgive me. Anthony, I believe it's Ciccone? Sessione? I think it's Sessione. Anthony Sessione, named president of TNA Wrestling. And Scott D'Amore is out. Wow. Let's take a read here. Let's take a read here. Anthem Sports and Entertainment Inc., a global multi-platform media company, announced today the appointment of Anthony Sessione. Dang, I keep messing that up. As the president of TNA Wrestling. The move aims to further integrate TNA Wrestling into Anthem's entertainment group, of which Sessione is the president. So he's the president of Anthem's entertainment group, leveraging the entire company's resources to add more value in areas including production, distribution, marketing, viewership, customer acquisition, digital revenue streams, ad sales and sponsorships, digital tech operations, and more. Sessione replaces Scott D'Amore, whose contract with Anthem has been terminated. Keyword, terminated. Not expired, terminated. D'Amore has been part of TNA since 2003. So, almost 21 years. He held many key leadership positions and played a vital role in the growth of the company, leading to its strong industry reputation today, including the successful return of TNA Wrestling brand in 2024. Anthem thanks him for the commitment he brought to the business, the talent, and the people who work outside the ring. In addition to these duties as president of entertainment, Sessione will now manage the day-to-day business operations for TNA Wrestling. He brings more than 30 years of executive-level management experience to the organization. Sessione has been with Anthem for the last 16 years, managing technical operations in multiple cable and digital channels. Prior to his time with Anthem, Sessione was a producer of sports content, including catapulting the Score to success by bringing WWE to the channel. Oh yeah, Mr. D'Amore, thank you for all that you've done for this company. You helped bring back TNA Wrestling. It's been strong. It's been its strongest. But we don't need you anymore. Bye. We're taking over. Like, what the heck? Like, what? I just, wow. They just not too long ago had their first TNA Wrestling pay-per-view at Hard to Kill, and then just and let's not forget the TNA AAA partnership agreement and signing that was done live. Oh, we don't need you anymore, Mr. D'Amore. Go back to Border City Wrestling. Like, what the heck? Anthem, what are y'all doing? Do y'all realize what this man has done for TNA and Impact? Do y'all realize what this man has done over the years? Like, what? Oh, yeah, let me read these comments. Naptown Kid, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. The wrestling world is going crazy right now. Oh, absolutely. And it sounds like the craziness is continuing. Super Trebo, welcome to the stream. Sup, Jason? What do you think of this crazy Vince stuff? It sucks. Doesn't surprise me with all the crazy stuff he did as the storylines in WWE. He was crazy. The Kiss My A Club and all the other stuff he did. Oh, yeah, it's wild, bro. It's wild, but it doesn't surprise me that he's out of here. Doesn't surprise me. SGN Games, I wonder what even happened. That's what I want to know. Like, and not to mention, they talked about they had a Zoom meeting, and they wanted to make all the staff and the wrestlers believe that Scott D'Amore stepped down. Come on now. Come on now. Anthem. Come on now. Misfit Wrestling Podcast, welcome to the stream. Steve Mongo McMichael was announced as the inductee for the 2024 Pro Football Hall of Fame. Oh, right on, right on. I wonder how he's doing. I know the last time I think I heard he was in the hospital. I wonder if he's doing better. SGN Gaming says gut punch after all he did. SMH. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Ricardo, welcome to the stream. Anthem is going to regret that decision for firing Scott D'Amore. I agree. I totally believe that. Misfit Wrestling Podcast says, Tam Nakano, confirm with Tokyo Sports she's staying with Stardom. Facts. Well, Misfit, that's one. That's one for Stardom. That's one for Stardom. Naptown Kid says, true. What could he have done to promote this? I guess, honestly, it might sound something as simple as just Anthem wanted to just, I guess, run everything. But the firing makes no sense. It makes no sense, especially with the timing of everything. It makes no sense. John Elite, welcome to the stream. Surprised that Scott got fired. Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous. And then they're going to make the folks to believe that he stepped down? Come on now. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I do not get it at all. Misfit says, Micah somewhat confirmed she's staying without saying she's staying. I remember I think word was Micah was pretty upset, that attention was kind of taken away from her when she won the title at Stardom Dream Queendom. Because if I remember correctly, that was the pay-per-view that messed up. That messed up during the live stream, and they had to they made it available on their YouTube for free for a while. So yeah. Super Trebo says, off topic, Jason, but did you see Final Fantasy VII Rebirth State of Play? Only 3.5 more weeks. Really excited. Did you play the demo? I streamed the demo last night, bro. Where were you? Where were you? I streamed the demo. You got to play the demo. The demo's awesome. Go play the demo. Go ahead and download it right now. I order you to download it right now. Misfit says, Julia is going to help Rossi set up the new promotion before heading to WWE. Yes, that has been confirmed, that she wants to help Rossi Ogawa and his promotion get established. Yes. A lot of folks showing loyalty to Rossi Ogawa, and I'm sure there's many other unnamed Stardom talent, but hey, I have a feeling that whenever Rossi starts this promotion, I have a feeling it's gonna end up being pretty big, especially if he's able to get some mega talent, which he's very capable of. Could turn out to be really big. I mean, think about it. You got the Cinderella tournament coming up as like pretty much the next big event for Stardom in March. I mean, it makes you wonder who's going to get confirmed for the Cinderella tournament, you know? We might end up having the smallest Cinderella tournament in Stardom history. You know, that would suck. SGN Gaming says, dang, I got to get to the demo tonight. Yes, it's a great demo. Definitely get on that. Nat Town Kid says, yes, she was not very happy about that. Facts. High Score Run, welcome to the stream. Hello to you. Glad to have you. Misfit says, sounds like WWE is okay with Julia doing that, which is good to hear. Yeah. Hey, I can dig it. I can definitely dig that. Okay, yeah, I thought about that. You don't think the demo will spoil anything, do you? I mean, you're playing the flashback, which, I mean, if you played the remake, it's pretty much the starting point. So I really don't think it will spoil anything. Especially if you played through the remake already, Super Trebo, you should be fine. Naptown Kid says, I honestly believe that Stardom will end up like All Japan Pro Wrestling post Noah. I hope not. I really hope not. I mean, it's not impossible, but I hope not. I really hope not. Misfit says, the 5-star Grand Prix is going to look very different this year. Yeah. Yep, I could definitely see that. I could totally see that. Shoot, what if the winner of this year's Cinderella tournament, it's like, yeah, I got my one wish. I'm leaving Stardom. I wish to leave Stardom. That would be pretty messed up. That'd be pretty messed up. But wow, y'all. And see, when you think about it, I would think that also means with Scott D'Amore, that means no more partnership with Border City Wrestling. Because remember, that was partnered up with TNA Wrestling is kind of sort of like the developmental for TNA. But now that there's, Scott D'Amore got let go, I guess that's the end of the partnership with Border City Wrestling. The indie wrestling promotion that he owns that's in Canada. So, High Score Run, LOL. They would wish to bring Rossi back. Hey, I see what you did there. I like that. I see what you did there. SGN Gaming says, LMAO, that would be insane. Yeah. Very, very much so. But, and even some of the TNA wrestlers were pissed about it. Moose, he voiced his frustrations. Even Trinity, well, she's back in the WWE, even voiced her frustrations about the firing. So, I mean, and I can imagine Scott D'Amore and Gail Kim were like this. You know, they've known each other for a long time, worked together for a long time. So, man, I bet Gail Kim is pissed. But yeah, just wow. Naptown Kid says, Okada has said that if Rossi is successful poaching the talent he wants, it could potentially destroy Stardom. Yeah, like, because we got to remember, there are a lot of ladies there with Stardom, or just over the history, that Rossi has done very well by. You know, especially being a co-founder. But it may be one of those things where just ever since Bushiroad kind of took over, like, a lot of the ideas of Rossi Ogawa with the booking seems to have been overwritten, which I don't know if it's been like that for a while or if it really started to pick up once Toru Okada became president of Bushiroad Fight. But it was apparent that a lot of folks interfered and overruled with Rossi's booking, like under Bushiroad. So yeah, it's wild. It's really wild. Misfit says, we'll see how Bushiroad handles the strong title since Julia still has it. Well, shoot. Because I was gonna say if she was going to AEW, she probably would have been able to keep it. But that's interesting because she's not gonna compete at Windy City Riot. That's in April. So, I mean, shoot. Yeah, Misfit, I'm not sure how they're going to do that. That's actually a good question. I'm not sure how they're going to do that. Eric Young isn't even under contract. He's on a handshake. Wonder how he feels. Oh, I'm sure he's probably pretty upset. Because I would think him and, you know, Scott D'Amore, fellow Canadian, are tight. You know, used to be part of Team Canada. High Score Run says, how many people would you say Stardom could afford to lose? If it's the veteran talent, like, because we got to remember, High Score Run, there's some big names in Stardom that have a lot of history, and a lot of them have been there since the start or even close to the start. You know, your Starlight Kids, your Azumis, your Momo Watanabes, your Mayu Iwatanis. You know, there's a lot. Your Utami Hayashishitas. Like, a lot of these ladies been there for a long time. Your Natsuko Toras. I mean, just that's some pretty well-known names. You know, the Judoka sisters, you know, Hanan, Hina, Rina. I mean, that would be pretty serious. That would be pretty serious. I mean, even your Shuris, your Micahs, like, that would be pretty big. I mean, we already know Julia's going to be gone once her contract expires. But you got a lot of the ladies. That's why Rossi was so bent on protecting the ladies and trying to do whatever he could to help them, which even went as far as to poaching them out of Stardom. So, Misfit says, something a lot of people don't know is that the reason Rossi doesn't like AEW is because in 2019, TK tried to sign Mayu Iwatani behind Rossi's back, and Rossi found out about it and blocked it. Yes, I did hear about that, But you know something? TK was... Tony Khan, if you ask me, I think he was a fool for trying. I mean, him trying to poach the icon of Stardom, Mayu Iwatani, who even recently just said how the idea of going to WWE is exciting, but she doesn't want to be away from her cat and dog and doesn't want to be homesick, which, I mean, that's Mayu for you. But to think that Tony Khan could have actually been successful at poaching Mayu Iwatani, yeah. Tony Khan was dreaming there. I don't think he had a single chance whatsoever. Not a chance. Saki Kashima. Oh, yeah. I forgot about Saki Kashima. Yeah. Even her. Saya Ida. I would think Saya Ida. Saya Ida's been there for a good number of years. So I would think Saya Ida as well. SGN Gaming says, I could definitely see a lot leaving eventually. Saki's a Rossi girl for sure. Like, Mayu would love to go to WWE, but she just doesn't want to move. Right. Yeah, she definitely said that. Which is understandable. Hazuki. Hazuki, been there for a number of years, retired, then came back. Definitely Hazuki. That's another good example. It's another good example. But, yeah, just... It's crazy. Really, really crazy. Let's see. John Ali says, how long has Shuri been in Stardom? First off, happy birthday, Shuri. She just had a birthday, so happy birthday to her. Secondly, as for your question, if I remember correctly, since 2019, because she was in Stardom as a freelancer for a while, and then I think 2020 is when she officially signed with Stardom. But yeah, she was a freelancer in Stardom for a little while. And then, actually, let me look it up just to be sure. Okay, so it was January 19th, 2020. And January 19th of 2020. And I think maybe a little bit after that or so is when she officially signed with Stardom, if I remember correctly. But Shuri has been a freelancer for like at least a handful of years before Stardom. So yeah. So I want to say this will probably be Shuri. This will be Shuri's fourth year, I believe. So about fourth year. Misfit says, now if they brought back the Mae Young Classic, I could see Mayu do that. Dude, I've been waiting for the longest time for them to do another Mae Young Classic. They need to do another Evolution. They got plenty of ladies for an Evolution. I don't know why WWE doesn't do another Evolution pay-per-view. They got plenty of ladies. So I'm right there with you. Don't think Shuri's been in Stardom for that long. 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. Yeah. Pretty much hit the 4-year mark. But, Shuri is another one that Rossi has done well by. And when you think about it, Shuri has a pretty high winning percentage in her Stardom career. You know, it's very rare that Shuri loses matches or even gets pinned. It's very rare that Shuri gets pinned. John Elite says, what happened to the mixed match challenge? To be honest, bro, after the second one, I don't think it was a big deal anymore. Like, I mean, the first one was kind of a neat idea, but I think when they did the second one, it just really sort of was. So that's why I don't think it's been brought back. Shuri's birthday is tomorrow. Well, it's currently tomorrow in Japan, so that was pretty much why I did the happy birthday early. But technically, you're right for our time. But technically, it's tomorrow for Japan right now. That Town Kid says 4 years with prior freelance appearances in the company. That is correct. Lots of freelancing for the former UFC fighter Shuri Kondo. But yeah, Shuri, who's a favorite of mine. I love Shuri. Personally, I would love to see her and Hikaru Shida reunite, but I don't think Shida wants to stick her head in Stardom. I think if anything, I would have loved the idea of just a one-time appearance in AEW where Shida and Shuri team up. I would love to see that again. Let's see. They should bring back the Mae Young Classic and Evolution. I agree. I 1,000% agree. Absolutely. Misfit says, I wonder if Konami stays or leaves Stardom because Konami is still under contract. That's tough. Because, I mean, Konami, even though she's a member of God's Eye, she's been kind of like only been booked for pay-per-views and, you know, special shows. So, yeah, I don't know. She might leave. But yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. Nap Town Kid says Saori Ano is pretty much a Stardom original. I do remember because when her and Starlight Kid had their match, they did that trailer back when they were much younger and they faced off. You know, it was a really young Starlight Kid. Yeah, I remember that. I do remember checking that out because when I had Stardom World, because, you know, it was only a good number of years ago that I got into Stardom, but I saw that Stardom World, you could look up all the old matches. So I looked at some old matches and, yeah. So, good call. Shida's issues with Stardom was with Rossi. Oh, for real? Oh, interesting. Yeah, interesting. Because if I remember correctly, because I remember Shida had spoke about in one of her live streams on her Shida Tube YouTube channel. But yeah, like her favorite tag partner, you know, apparently Shuri is like her best friend. And they've been tag team champions. I think she said Oz Academy and Sendai Girls. So, yeah. Konami wants to come back full time. And I wonder if that is a Bushi Road call or a Rossi call. That she wasn't during full time. Now, isn't she also signed to Skiban? Or was that just a one-time thing? Because I think she signed to Skiban. And I know she did Kitsune. She did a match for Kitsune. So she's done a little bit of work in the U.S. But they were trainees in the same class. Oh, Shida and Shuri. She's friends with Konami too. Yes, absolutely. I would love to see them have another UWF rules match. Shida, Shuri, and Konami. Shida, 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 Shuri, 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 Shuri. Ran my route, ran my route, ran my route. She does Skibon as a freelancer. Ah, okay. That explains it. That explains it. Fair enough, fair enough. I am keeping an eye out as to when they'll do their next show. But then again, they probably got to do something about the Skibon Championship since Arisa Nakajima's out with injury. And she was the first champion. She's the current champion. So they're probably trying to piece that together. Oh, you were saying Saori Ano and Starlight Kid, same Stardom class. Gotcha. Thanks for clarifying. Sorry about that, Naptown. Gotcha. Saori Ano and Starlight Kid. Which is interesting because I actually discovered Saori Ano through Ice Ribbon. So, but yeah, thanks for sharing. That's good to... I did not know that. Misfit says, you can tell Konami is trained by Asuka based on how she wrestles. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. She was one of my favorites next to Hana Kimura with Tokyo Cyber Squad. Definitely enjoyed them. And of course, you know, I've met Jungle Kiona, which check this out. Speaking of Jungle Kiona, you know, not to get off topic, but you know, we're having fun here, so let's keep it going. Jungle Kiona, I remember. So y'all remember when she had that match in AEW against Riho? She got booked for a match on AEW Dark against Riho. Apparently, there was an article that she was really happy that Tony Khan booked her, and she really wanted to get booked for AEW again. But the fact that she had that meniscus injury, that had the failed surgery, and it was like she had been wrestling through that, and apparently word was that the damaged section of her meniscus is like completely off. They had to completely remove it. So there's like no timetable when Jungle Kiona is able to return. Like, wow. And the thing is, she's only in her early 30s. But it just makes me wonder, how the heck was she able to wrestle through all that? Because she had that excursion in the US for a little while. That was how I met her. But wow. Like, it's crazy. But I really hope that she can recover and continue her career. Because like I said, she's still young. She's still young. She's only in her early 30s. I think like 31 or 32. So she's still young. I believe she's about to have knee surgery. Gotcha. But yeah, like, man. Whew. I feel for her. I really feel for her. Part of the Nomads. Cause yeah, I was there. DPW, where she had that match against Maya Yukihi, which that was an incredible match. But yeah, Jungle Kiona, she's a sweetheart. She's such a sweetheart. And she picked up some good English, too. Yeah, her English was pretty good. But Austin Jug, welcome to the stream. R.I.P. Asahi, sad story. So they had to clear some things up with that because there was a lot of misinterpretation that it was a car accident, which, you know, it was not a car accident. They still have it labeled as an unexpected accident. So we still don't know, or still hasn't been any confirmation on what happened. But it has been confirmed that it was not a car accident. So just, I had to make sure I mentioned that, because I know that was what was said. That was what I said in the previous stream. So I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. But yes, very sad story, very unfortunate. And Actress Girls, they had to they canceled, I think, 2 shows. Which I think they moved the shows, I think, a week or 2 later, if I remember correctly. I have to look back at the schedule. But dang, wonder what it was then. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they'll end up disclosing it, but I mean, we'll see. But if it was an unexpected accident, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Misfit Wrestling Podcast says Jungle Kyona's last match was on April 14th, 2023. That was the Nomad show, right? Wasn't that the Nomad show? Naptown Kid says, I was at that DPW show too. Oh yeah, Victory Lap. DPW Victory Lap. Yeah, that was quite an interesting venue for that show, but we were definitely close, very close to the ring. And that was kind of a scrunched in meet and greet, but hey, we made it work. We made it work. Yeah, I don't think they've been back to that venue since, but hey, we made it work. Misfit Wrestling, yes. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That was a good show. That was a really good show. Yeah, that was a really good show. The Nomads. But yeah, if I remember, it was Jungle Kiona, Natsu Sumire, and Maya Yukihi, and I think there were a few more, but yeah, like, a lot of talent is pretty disappointed. Hey, Pastor Ken, thank you for the like, much appreciated. But yeah, a lot of people were disappointed with the Rossi firing, with the Scott D'Amore firing. And now, like, I mean, what's going to happen with TNA Wrestling going forward? Like, just, yeah, that's crazy. I have no idea how that's going to go. Misfit says, I'm trying to convince Momo Watanabe to bring back her gaming stream. She told me she's working on it. Oh, that's what's up. Awesome. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I know she's a gamer. Who else is a gamer over there? Oh yeah, Ami Sore. Ami Sore is a gamer too. I think she's big into the Yakuza series. But yeah, I remember, I think she was a gamer. Yeah, wasn't there a handful of Stardom talent that are gamers or something like that? I know Ami Sore. Now, that's somebody I would love to meet. I would love to meet Ami Sore. I heard Ami Sore is really, really cool. She was at the Moondom show that Waka Tsukiyama produced. One of my friends, shout out to Scott Shook. He went to that show, and it was a blast. They had all sorts of cool talent there. Waka Tsukiyama, Saya Ida, Ami Sore, Momo Kogo, Tai Honma, Micah was there. Like, yeah, I thought that was really cool. Waka did a good job with that, and I think Momo was on commentary for that show, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Moondom. I hope she does another one. Waka did a good job. Like when they had her do the gaming sponsorships, Momo would go into details like a gamer would. Oh, that's cool. That is awesome. Naptown Kid says, Lady C is a gamer. I think Saki Kashima does a little. Lady C is a gamer? Oh, okay. Nice, nice. I'm ready. Yeah, I like Lady C. I definitely like Lady C. Lady C's cool. Austin Jug says she was only 21. I'm 23, so it hit me kind of hard. Yeah, bro. She was very young and such a sweet soul. And just very, very bubbly, very awesome in the ring. Like I said, I got my first taste of her through her Ice Cross Infinity Championship match at Ribbon Mania 2022. I mean, she gave Saori Ano a great fight. A lot of fighting spirit. Where has Momokogo been? So, I know she has been training, working on getting a six-pack. If you follow her Instagram, she's been posting updates from her training. Apparently, like, I think her and one of her friends are trying to get a six-pack. And she's been training. I want to say hopefully she'll return soon, because I think she's on her way back, but hopefully she'll return soon. But yeah, Momokogo, I'm a big fan of her as well, especially after hearing about Momokogo's story through the interview she had with Actress Girls and like the health issues that she's been dealing with. Like, it's interesting because you would think, looking at Momokogo, I mean, she's very, very pretty. She looks very healthy. I would have never thought she would have been dealing with what she was dealing with. I was shocked. And you know, Momo, she's not young. You know, she's almost, I want to say she's approaching 40. But yeah, Momokogo, I mean, she can do the high speed. She can do the lucha style. I mean, she's wrestled for CMLL before. She's had a little excursion in CMLL. You know, Momokogo, I like Momokogo. I'm just really, really hoping that she will finally taste her first championship. Whether it's tag team, whether it's singles. Before Momo calls it quits, I really would love to see her have a title. Just at least one. Hey, if they can do it with Nao Kakuta and TJPW, they can do it with Momokogo. So I have faith. I knew Lady C was a teacher. Yes, I think home ec teacher, I think. If I remember correctly. Momokogo has been out with injury. Yes, that is correct. She's been out for a good while. But yeah, I want her to have a title so badly. And I would love for her to be able to make it to the Stardom American Dream show this April. I mean, after all, she speaks some English. Austin says, are any of her matches on YouTube? Are you talking Momokogo or Asahi? Actually, both should have matches on YouTube. I know Momokogo, she's wrestled. You could find her on some of the New Blood shows. She's wrestled in a handful of the Stardom New Blood shows. So you can find Momokogo through those, which I remember she had a really good match. It was on New Blood. She went up against Rhythm from Just Tap Out. That was actually a good match. Yeah, that was actually a good match. I remember that match. I remember the Stars versus JTO trios match. That was one of my favorites. Yeah, that was definitely one of my favorites. I think that was... I have to check to see what New Blood that was. I want to say that was New Blood 3. But it was Hanan, Momokogo, and Saya Ida versus Tomoka Inaba, Aoi, and Misa Kagura. Love that match. Yes, Home Ec. I know she made all of her original gear. Oh, that's cool. Nice, nice. I'm ready. Misfit says they announced 4th Hana Kimura tribute show yesterday, I think. Yeah, I believe the date was May 23rd. Peaks. I'm looking forward to that. I watched the one last year. That was a good show. Asahi. Yes, she actually there should be some on the Ice Ribbon YouTube channel, as well as probably also on the Actress Girls channel. I believe the match that she had for the title from Actress Girls is on YouTube. I think that's one of her more recent ones. But yeah, so the Actress Girls YouTube or the Ice Ribbon YouTube, you could definitely find some Asahi matches on there. As a matter of fact, Nattown Kid, what he said. Yeah, Asahi has plenty on through Ice Ribbon. Momokogo also did some work in Ice Ribbon. Oh, she did? Really? Oh, see, I did not know that. I did not know that. Okay. That's cool. But then again, when you think about it, it does make sense. Man, could you imagine if Momokogo started a little earlier, what she would have been able to, probably would have accomplished, some things a little earlier. But I mean, she was an actress. She was a former actress. So I mean, she did her best. She did her best. I've had a small conversation with Hana in 2019. She was a very nice person. She is missed dearly. Yes, I hear that she loves her fans, especially when she's wrestled in the U.S. I've heard stories that she loves her fans, and I always thought she was funny. I always thought she was very funny. That's who she went to Mexico with. She went with Taguchi and Tsukasa Fujimoto. Oh, yeah. That's right, because Tsukasa Fujimoto, I believe, if I remember correctly, she was the Ice Cross Infinity champion at the time, if I remember correctly. Because, yeah, that was when they went to CMLL. Okay. Gotcha. That's what's up. I also was really digging the tag team of Momokogo and Willow Nightingale. I thought they made a really good tag team. And it was cool to see Momokogo have a match on Impact Wrestling. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, I like Momokogo. I hope to meet her someday. She's really cool. I watched the video of her picking Rina to join Tokyo Cyber Squad because she didn't want Rina to feel left out. Oh, nice. That's right. Rina was with TCS. Indeed. Very, very true. Very true. But yeah, another one gone too soon. Definitely gone too soon. Her, Asahi, yeah, definitely gone too soon. I also wanted to do a preview of the upcoming New Japan Pro Wrestling, The New Beginning in Osaka. That's coming up February 11th. Just wanted to go over those right quick, but yeah, we can continue chatting as well. So keep them coming. I've met Kyrie before, one of the nicest people in the world. Hey, I got a story for you, Misfit. I actually got a chance to meet Kyrie as well. NXT Durham, a number of years ago, had the show at the Durham Armory, and I had that pirate princess hat, which really couldn't fit my big head. I got a big head. I had on my Kairi Sane shirt. I was front row for that. And I remember it was Kairi Sane and Xia Li teaming up to take on Lacey Evans and Aaliyah. Pretty entertaining match. Got a chance to see her right in front of me hit an insane elbow, which was really cool. Went over to the tour trucks, and I won't ever forget. Her and Xia Li came out. As soon as she saw me, she started laughing so hard because I still had the pirate princess hat on, and like it couldn't fit my big head, and came over to me. I got my picture taken with her. I shook her hand. Kairi was so cool. I mean, she is such a bubbly, sweet soul. Like, the kids love her. Everybody, like, I don't see how anybody could hate Kairi. I don't see how anybody could hate Kairi. She has to be one of the nicest people I've ever met. I mean, Mei Suruga, she was pretty cool, pretty funny. But honestly, Kairi definitely is, like, up at the top of, like, I truly believe the nicest wrestler you'll ever meet in the business. Like, I think anybody could vouch for that. Fans, wrestlers, staff. Like, if any of y'all ever get a chance to meet Kairi Sane, you are blessed. You are blessed. And I assure you, it's worth it. It's worth it. Kenny Omega means it when he said Kairi has a kind soul. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. I definitely believe it. Is Sunday Okada and Ospreay's last match with New Japan, respectively? Oh, no. Well, wait. No, Okada's wrestling Tanahashi this Sunday. He's wrestling Tanahashi. He already had his last match with Ospreay at Battle in the Valley. Yeah, so it's Tanahashi. She's unintentionally funny during her current gimmick. And the funny thing about that, Misfit, is the times where, like, the fans will call out to her. Like, I notice folks upload clips, and it's like she'll take a picture, but she's supposed to be a heel, and, I just find it funny. I find it really funny. But, like I said, Kairi's such a sweet soul. Like, I know she's supposed to be a heel, but she's such a sweet soul. And it was such an honor meeting and shaking the hand of the Pirate Princess / Kabuki Warrior. Mr. said, and I'm glad EO changed after that whole drug incident. Now, Misfit, wasn't she set up, though? Wasn't she set up? I thought that was how that went down, was that she was set up. Or am I off? Because I thought she was set up. But, let's see. New Japan Pro Wrestling, The New Beginning in Osaka will be this Sunday, February 11th. This will be at the Edion Arena in Osaka, Japan. Got quite an interesting card. Naptown Kid says, I met Hana, Hazuki, and Kagetsu all at an ROH show. Oh, you're so lucky. Nah, you're blessed, but lucky. Nah, I'm glad you got a chance to meet them. They were all very cool. You could see their auras. They were so cool. And yes, EO was set up. Let's see. Misfit says she gets to work with her best friend Io and mentor Asuka. Yes, it kind of reminds me of I guess the second coming of, what is it? Triple Tails or Freedom? Either of those two? Julie says a true Christian doesn't watch wrestling. You do realize that there are Christian wrestlers, right? You do know that, right? I'm just saying. Might want to educate yourself there. Yes. She was, but I mean, she got away from the guy she was with, and it's better off for it. Yes. Yes, that is true. Oh my goodness. Here come the bots. Oh my goodness, here comes the bots. Vance Keyshawn, so, welcome to the stream. What's going on, dude? Bliss, does this mean some TNA wrestlers is leaving and Scott D'Amore be amazing and creative team with Hunter? As far as wrestlers leaving, I mean, there's always that possibility. There's always that possibility. As far as him being on the creative team with Hunter, perhaps. I mean, and don't forget, he still has Border City Wrestling. So, I mean, he's still running that as well. So, I don't know. It's hard to say what's next for him. It's hard to say. But, makes you wonder. Really makes you wonder. Misfit says, I wonder how Io reacted when she found out her best friend was coming back to WWE. Yeah, quite a reunion. Quite a reunion. And, you know, I like to call them the three empresses myself. I like to call them the three empresses. Because think about it. Empress of the sky, Empress of tomorrow, Empress of the sea. There you go, the three empresses. You like? You like? Vance says, Moose said if Scott leave, I'm out on Twitter. Yeah, Moose definitely voiced his displeasure with the firing of Scott D'Amore. So, and that's crazy. And, you know, we got to remember, Moose is the TNA world champion. So, it's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. Misfit said, I would like to have the kind of friendship that Io and Kyrie have. Yeah, they tight. Vance says, what's sad, Blitz? By March, some Stardom talent's leaving. Yeah, because some of the contracts are expiring, and also loyalty to Rossi, especially if Rossi's going to start his own promotion. So, yeah, it's coming. It's definitely coming. John Lee says, didn't Moose sign a large contract with TNA or something? I don't know. Maybe? I'm actually not sure. Vance says, now I'm hearing news about Cash Wheeler. Also, 2024 is nuts than 2023. Oh, yeah. There's the whole thing with Cash. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's probably why we haven't seen FTR team up in a bit. Yeah. When it rains, it pours. Naptown says, it would be nice if Mio could sign with WWE as a referee. Ooh, then you could really get a Triple Tails reunion. You could really get a Triple Tails reunion then. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Misfit says, I hope Starlight Kid doesn't leave because I want more Despy Starlight Kid team up. Despy is Starlight Kid's big bro. Oh, we gotta have that. We gotta have that. Especially if they do another, historic crossover. Oh, we gotta have that. Vance says, oh shoot, I realized you got the Deadlock shirts and Jay Malachi's wrestling on Level Up this Friday. Yes, indeed. I mean, hey, one of the benefits of being a North Carolina native is they experience some great indie wrestling through DPW. But yeah, I love it. But yeah, I've been pretty much going to each of the DPW shows that they've had in North Carolina for about 1.5 years. Vance says, EO Sky said that damage control is going to be dangerous on Twitter. So, well, now where does Dakota Kai stand? Like, where does she stand? Do we even know where Dakota Kai stands? We don't know where she stands. I mean, is she siding with Bailey? Is she siding with damage control? Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Where does she stand? Which I believe Dakota might be returning soon. She might be returning soon. So keep an eye out. Or as in returning to in-ring action. John Lee says, where was Dakota on Friday? Yeah, see what I mean? See what I mean? She wasn't even there. So, good call out, John Lee. One of Starlight Kid's Instagram live stream, Despy walked in and Kid looked like Big Bro caught her doing something she wasn't supposed to do. Oh, really? Oh, man, that's funny. That's funny. Zaya Brookside is on a show I'm going to on Friday night here in Maryland. Oh, that's cool. I actually got to meet Zaya Brookside because she competed at WrestleCade. So yeah, got a chance to meet her. Zaya Brookside, she's really cool, and congratulations to her. She signed with TNA Wrestling. So yeah. That fun part about it, we don't know, is a good thing, Blitz. When was the last time we had that? Yeah, that good point. Very good point. I love it. Killer Kelly is be amazing, and Jordan Grace also. Met the both of them as well. But see, now, I've been a Killer Kelly fan since the Mae Young Classic. I pretty much got hooked onto her through her match with Meiko Satomura. I instantly became a fan. And Jordan Grace, I met her 2 WrestleCades ago. Yeah, Jordan Grace is cool. Yeah, she's really cool. Misfit says, I love that Triple H put both Evolution storylines into one segment for Damage Control, and it was great. Yes, indeed. Naptown says, I'd imagine she sides with Io, Asuka, and Kairi. She spent significant time in Stardom, yes, as Evie, and was a former Artist of Stardom champion. Yes, Evie was quite awesome. Should Bailey bring back the hugger gimmick now that she's a face? I think she hates that gimmick. I don't see it coming back, John Elite, because if I remember correctly, I think in an interview, I think she hated that gimmick. So, yeah, I don't see her coming back with the hugger gimmick. Killer Kelly knows what she's doing sometimes. Yeah, Killer Kelly, yeah, she's yeah. Say no more. Say no more. But no, she was really cool to me. I've met her twice. She was really cool. She was really cool. SGM Gaming says I don't want her to bring that back, honestly. Yeah, like she might bust it out maybe at some point for one night only. Just nostalgia, but I don't see her rocking that gimmick. She's great though. Yes, agreed. Blitz, who are some Stardom women you would like to see in NXT? Well, shoot. If it was up to me, I wouldn't mind seeing Starlight Kid versus Aoife Valkyrie. I think that would be pretty cool. Or shoot, Utami Hayashishita versus Lash Legend. I think that'd be cool. Maybe Shuri versus Lola Vice. Maybe Momo Watanabe versus Nikita Lyons. That'd be kind of cool. Or maybe, Roxanne Perez versus Mayu Iwatani. That would be cool. I think that would be 5-star. Yeah. Yeah, those are just some off the top of my head. Maybe Ami Sourei versus well shoot, you could put Ami Sourei against anybody, to be honest. Yeah. Agreed. I'd rather she be and it's like Austin was. Yeah. I could see it. I could definitely see it. The Alexa feud killed the hugger gimmick for me when she refused to use the kendo stick. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. That's understandable. That's understandable. It doesn't fit her anymore. Agreed. Agreed. A much younger Bayley, sure, but now we got the mature ding dong hello Bayley. Starlight Kid is a good one. Yes, I agree. Misfit says, however, I made the mistake to tell Hazuki she was my Stardom crush in a tweet, and she saw it and liked it. And I was like, no, you weren't supposed to see that. Don't feel bad. I mean, she's attractive. And the thing with Hazuki is, great in the ring, and always has a smile on her face when she's coming down to the ring. I really like her entrance gear. That really fancy, like, half robe that she, brings to the ring. I think she looks awesome in that gear. And let me tell you, she had a phenomenal high-speed match against May Sarah. Easily one of my match of the year candidates for this year. That was a phenomenal match. But yeah, Hazuki's awesome. She's really cool. I never would have imagined she would join Stars. But hey, it worked out for her. And I thought her and Koguma, Fukuoka Double Crazy, 2-time Goddess of Stardom Tag Champions, Goddess of Stardom Tag League winners. One of my favorite tag teams. Definitely one of my favorite tag teams. Fukuoka Double Crazy, baby. Anyway, Shuri and Roxanne. Yeah. Why not? Shuri and Roxanne? I mean, hey, Roxanne was able to handle Mako Satomura. Why not Shuri? I could see it. Naptown says, I think Hanan Roxanne Perez would be a great match. Yeah, that would. Yeah, they're both pretty similar in age as well, and interesting clash of styles as well. I could see it. Storyline wise, Momo Watanabe has to answer for her crimes for Queen's Quest to Io Sky. I see what you did there. I like that. Josh Alexander versus Chad Gable versus Braun Breaker, ABC and NXT, Ace and Bay. Ace and Bay. The 1, 2, 3 art of finesse. The fold. I like it. Well, Hazuki says she is actively looking. Oh, for real? Nobody ain't scoop her up yet? Wow, that's kind of surprising. She's still in her 20s too. Ain't nobody trying to scoop her up? Oh well. I love that we're seeing Japan and Mexico being used in stories. Yeah. Oh yeah. That much is true. I mean, who would have thought we would see a Joshi faction in the WWE? Or at least, a trios. Kairi, Asuka, Io. Who would have thought we would end up seeing that in WWE? Hey. Kevin Amasaki failed in recruiting Yuzuki to Queen's Quest. You know what? I kept thinking, especially with the look of her gear and just... I was thinking she was going to land in Queen's Quest. I did not imagine she would go for Stars. I did not imagine that. And when you think about it, Stars is pretty loaded now. Because let's see. Mayu, Hazuki, Koguma, Hanan, Sayaida, Momokogo, Yuzuki. Am I missing anybody? Yeah, that's 7. That's 7 ladies. Man, Stars is pretty loaded. Man, goodness gracious. Remember Momo was EO's second in command. Yes, I do definitely remember. Yuzuki just fits Queen's Quest so much better. I think so too. I really do as well, but yeah, this is really, really interesting. James Mallory, welcome to the stream. He says, I stopped watching AEW Blitz when I heard about TK not interested in Stardom Champion. Oh, with him not being interested in Julia? I mean, what I don't get is the reasoning. I don't get the reasoning from TK because supposedly the word is that he felt like Julia was super stiff and I guess just didn't care. Even though there's evidence of her checking on Willow. There was the claim that he was too stiff on Willow and that's why she had to miss time or whatnot, which, I mean, it was clearly not true. But I've been doing good. Hope you are as well, James. Stars looking like 2022 DDM. Yeah, no kidding. Like, they got 7 on their squad. I mean, just, they are loaded now. But then again, we have to keep in mind that Mayu Iwatani is known for being the one to get turned on the most, to get backstabbed the most. So, something to keep in mind. Well, Julia really wasn't interested in AEW. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, I had a feeling like it seemed like the writing was on the wall for Julia to WWE. I know me and a friend of mine, we were going back and forth about it. I think, Misfit says, I think Micah's new group name is terrible. Honestly, okay, let's talk about EXV. What is it? Empress Nexus Venus? Which, the name makes no sense to me. But, okay, let's see who we got. Maika, Mina Shirakawa, Waka Tsukiyama, Hanako, Zena. Like, it feels so random. Does anybody else feel like it's so random of a faction? Like, I mean, Mina Shirakawa goes from being the leader of Club Venus to now second hand to Maika. It's weird. It's really weird. I really would have thought they would have just gone just unaffiliated for a while, but that's just me. Brendan Dawson, welcome to the stream. Sup, Blitz? How do you feel about Bully Ray and creative team role with WWE? I mean, not somebody I would have thought of, but hey, if he does a good job, I'm all for it. He's not a name I would have thought of, though. Divine Venus was right there. That would have been a better name. That would have been a better name. Jacob Fatu is a free agent. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see where he lands. I know he recently competed at Battle in the Valley. So, yeah, he's kind of been wrestling everywhere. Let's see. Yeah, random AF. Yeah, very random. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Bully Ray is one of the reasons ROH shut down for a bit. Oh, yeah, there was that hiatus. Nothing about it makes sense. I agree. Highly agree. If Jacob does go to WWE, does he start on NXT or start on SmackDown with the Bloodline? I could see him starting on NXT. Yeah, I could see it on NXT. Yeah, I don't think he ends up being part of the Bloodline, personally. But, I mean, it could happen, but I don't think he'll be part of the Bloodline. Unless it was more of him pairing up with Solo Sikoa. Now, if they did that, sure. But I think NXT first. Vance says, I realized something, Blitz. What's this mean for New Japan and TNA now? Well, I mean, you could also wonder the same for TNA and AAA. But, I mean, I don't think there'll be much of an impact, or at least I don't think there will be. But hey, I could be wrong. Misfit says, I wish Mina would stop being jealous. Micah is the champion. She's automatically the leader. I mean, but I kind of understand because, you know, she was just the leader of Club Venus and, you know, she was white belt champion and, well, I mean, I get it. I get it, though. Will Chisholm. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Will says, first, welcome to the stream. Secondly, he says, with Rossi going to start a new company and Julia going to help it get started, can you see Julia being the bridge to get WWE working with Rossi? That is a good question, Will. You know? And see, there were a lot of talks about possibly him being the catalyst if they wanted to do an NXT Japan. I mean, I don't think it's impossible, Will. After all, this could open up a partnership. And, you know, because we all know Rossi's a big name that knows a lot of other big names. So, I think it's very possible, Will. I think it's very possible. Especially with enough time of Julia spent helping get this thing going, and her going to WWE afterwards, hey, she could definitely be the bridge. She would qualify. We'll have to wait and see, but that's a good point. Thank you for sharing. Misfit says, curious, what match got you into Stardom? For me, it was a 2015 World of Stardom title match with Kairi and Io. So, it's kind of a little bit of a complicated question, but I'll say this. So, do you remember when ROH kind of had that little mini partnership with Stardom? And they had Stardom talent compete in ROH? Like, they had Chris Wolf, they had Mayu Iwatani, and, you know, your Hana Kimuras, your Kagetsus, your Hazukis. You remember that? That was what introduced me to Stardom. That was how I found out about Stardom. Because don't get me wrong, I knew of Kairi Sane, or, you know, when she was Kairi Hojo, and I knew of Io Shirai just from, like, random clips on YouTube that friends would show me. But I got to really learn about Stardom through their partnership with ROH. And then when I discovered, oh, this is a promotion of all ladies in Japan, I was like, let me look into this. And then sure enough, came across Stardom World. And by that time, I had learned a little bit about Mayu Iwatani and Hazuki and, you know, Chris Wolf. And I was just like, you know what? Let me look at some of this stuff. And then I remember seeing, because at the time, I remember seeing Oedo Tai, because they had Hana Kimura and Kagetsu and Kyoko Kimura and, like, a lot of different folks. And then I heard about Queen's Quest, and, you know, that's how I learned about the Io Shirai and Momo Watanabe. And I think Azumi wasn't part of the group yet, but eventually became a part of them. And I believe Konami was with Queen's Quest when I first saw. But yeah, so that partnership between ROH and Stardom was what pretty much got my foot in the door to check out more Stardom. Now, as far as who really got me more into Stardom was Arisa Hoshiki when she won the Cinderella tournament. That was the defining moment that got me into Stardom. Was actually through that Cinderella tournament that Arisa Hoshiki won. Now, and honestly, it was a bummer that she ended up retiring, because I thought she was awesome. If there was somebody in Stars that I think was, like, pretty much could compete with Mai Iwatani to take over leadership of Stars, it's Arisa Hoshiki. You know, no offense to Starlight Kid, but Arisa Hoshiki was that. She was that girl. She was that woman. That was my girl. But yes, that's what got me into Stardom. Was Arisa Hoshiki's epic Cinderella tournament run. Let's see. To be fair, Mina was not doing a very good job at leading Club Venus. I guess. I guess. I'm kind of neutral about it. I wouldn't say it was terrible, but I wouldn't say it was great. I'm kind of neutral. Blitz, how do you feel about the news on Carl Weathers because we grew up with Rocky. It sucked. It made me go back and look at Rocky 1 through 4. Yeah, that was rough. That was really rough. And of course, I know he was in Predator, but when I think Carl Weathers, immediately the first 4 Rocky movies, just yeah. Io Shirai was one of the few female wrestlers that holds a clean victory over Pentagon. Yes, Lucha Underground. Also some great times. And of course, Io Shirai, the first ever Stardom Grand Slam champion in Stardom history. One, pretty much the best to come out of Stardom. Oedo Tai used to be the group for foreigners. That's a good point, because they had Jamie Hayter, they had Chris Wolf. I think they also had Session Moth Martina for a bit. They had Bea Priestley during her last stint, you know, where she kept saying, Momo Watanabe Ichiban Shopai. But yeah. I think, if I remember correctly, wasn't Piper Niven part of Oedo Tai as well? If I remember, somebody refresh my memory. I still think it was crazy that Tam Nakano was part of Oedo Tai. That, I thought, was really crazy. When I was told about that, I was like, what? No! But yeah. Misfit says, I still think Momo Watanabe is the greatest Wonder of Stardom champion in the company's history. Yeah, she's definitely... Well... How do you feel about Saya Kamitani? Because she had a pretty legendary white belt run. How do you feel about Saya Kamitani? Or not even close? Furious says, so Stardom was your first Joshi promotion? Yes. Now, growing up, don't get me wrong, growing up, I had come across, you know, Joshi wrestlers, especially during my time of watching WCW. I mean, that's how I discovered Akira Hokuto. And then along the way, a young Meiko Satomura. I remember Megumi Kudo. But Bull Nakano, of course, through, you know, WWF, you know, her feud with Alundra Blaze / Medusa, one of my favorites. But a friend of mine, after my high school years, there was a friend of mine that introduced me to, there was a particular, I think it was All Joshi Pro Wrestling, or AWP or APW. The name of the Joshi Wrestling, I think it was like All Joshi Wrestling, but that was how I discovered Manami Toyota. And she is like one of my favorites. Manami Toyota is on my Joshi Mount Rushmore, along with Bull Nakano, Akira Hokuto, and Lioness Asuka. Of course, one half of the Crush Gals. So I had, you know, little tastes and bites of Joshi's growing up here and there, just from the help of other friends, you know, that had access to clips and tapes and stuff like that. But yes, Stardom officially was the first Joshi promotion I ever got into. Good question. Utami has to win the white belt to become a Grand Slam champion. Oh, that's it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Actually, you're right. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Piper Niven, Nikki Cross was in 08. Really? I did not know that. Um, Misfit says, I'm indifferent with Saya. The John Cena type booking Stardom was doing, Saya was not doing it for me. I mean, she was on the up and coming though. I mean, especially, you know, winning the Rookie of Stardom tournament in 2019. I mean, I feel like she started to grow more after she joined Queen's Quest though. Like, it was kind of little by little, but because I liked her run through the Cinderella tournament. Now, I know she didn't win the title after winning the Cinderella tournament. It took her 2 tries, but I really enjoyed her white belt run. Now, it was unfortunate with the whole Phoenix Splash and Mina Shirakawa injury situation, but yeah, that's what really got me hooked on to Saya Kamatani. Viper, La Rosa Negra, Heidi Lovelace. All Japan Woman. Thank you. All Japan Women's. Yes, that's the one. In JWP. Gotcha. Thunder Rosa and Ruby Soho was in Oedo Tai too. Interesting. I remember I used to watch Thunder Rosa. I remember she was one half of the Twisted Sisters with what's her face? Oh my god, I can't think of her name. Oh, Holodead. That's how I discovered Thunder Rosa. The fact that Utami has never won the white belt is insane. Yeah. I also thought it was kind of ridiculous that it took so long for Saki Kashima to finally win her first singles title. Like that I was really surprised that it took so long for Saki Kashima to finally win a singles title. Them not putting the title on Hazuki when the crowd was 1,000% behind in that match, I'll never forgive Stardom for that. Yeah, because she was on an undefeated streak in the 5-star Grand Prix. Like, I honestly thought she was going to win the 5-star Grand Prix. She was on an undefeated streak, and then she just then she got on a losing streak. Yeah, because Hazuki, I think Hazuki is extremely underrated. Extremely underrated, and just, yeah. Shoot, besides Momo Watanabe and Utami, like, I definitely think Hazuki has been screwed over quite a bit. I think she's definitely been screwed over quite a bit, if you ask me. But, I'm gonna try to sneak in some of these match previews. The New Beginning in Osaka. And we'll just go through this a little bit. First match. Tag match. Chaos of Toru Yano and Yo taking on Boltin Oleg and Ryusuke Taguchi. Honestly, I think it's a simple one. Gotta go with Toru Yano and Yo. I think Boltin Oleg takes the pin, but I think it's kind of an easy pick. Not too bad. I thought they were going to build up Rina to be the one to beat Kashima for the high speed. Interesting. I never really thought about that, because I don't know, Misfit, could you see Rina as a high speed style wrestler? I'm curious. Let's see. Furious says, I remember when I first discovered TNA. I'm not proud of it, but I stayed for Velvet Sky. I was a teenager then. Sorry, off-topic comment. No, you good. Yeah, but I understand. I totally understand. I got a chance to meet her when I went to the Crockett Cup, last year's Crockett Cup through NWA, where she was on commentary. Yeah, I got to give her a high five in the front row and talk to her for a little bit. Velvet Sky's cool. She's cool. I read somewhere that Rossi hasn't felt like Hazuki was ready for a big title. What? Wow. Wow. High Score Run says Masked Horseman and Masked Boltin is the only way they're winning. Nice, nice. Oh man, you guys are awesome. Because Rina would not get involved in Oedo Tai's beatdown of Kashi. Ooh, good call out. Good call out. I didn't think about that. That is true. That is true. When they turned on her and she went crawling to Shuri to join God's Eye, that's true. She did not join in the beatdown. Good call. I did not think about that until now. Until you mentioned it. Good call. Next up. More tag team action. We got the former IWGP Tag Champions, last year's World Tag League winners. Well, actually, the last 3 years, because they hit the hat trick. Bishamon of Hirooki Goto and YOSHI-HASHI taking on United Empires, Great Okan and Callum Newman. As I said before, Callum Newman reminds me of Masato Yoshino 2.0. So it'll be good to see him again. But I got to go with Bishamon to win this. Although it is still my biggest dream. I need to see Hirooki Goto as IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Like, how this dude hasn't been in the title picture, I don't get it. I don't get it. Especially somebody that's won a New Japan Cup. Like, oh man, I'm probably reaching like crazy, but I really would love to see Hirooki Goto as IWGP Heavyweight Champion before he retires. I really would love to see that. But nope, they just had May beat her. Which, I mean, I kind of figured May Sarah was eventually going to win that title. Although they need to really upgrade the high-speed belt. That belt looks wrangled and worn out. They need to update that title. How do y'all feel about that? Y'all think it's time for the high-speed title to get upgraded? I think that title needs to be upgraded. Misfit says, my favorite Stardom match is Azumi versus Starlight Kid from Cinderella Journey 2022 for the high-speed title. That was a really good match. That was actually a really good match. I also really enjoyed the high-speed title match where it was Azumi versus Mei Suruga. That was another one of my favorites. Mei Suruga came really close, too. It's insane to me. Yeah, I agree with you. Definitely agree with you. Misfit says, I'm still waiting on Despy to get out of the junior division. Oh yeah, good point. Good point, actually. Yeah, that's a good point. SGN Gaming for sure needs a new one. Facts. High Score Run says, most titles need to be upgraded. High Speed should be the first one, in my opinion. Facts. Also, let me get y'all's thoughts on this. Should they bring back or retire the SWA Undisputed Women's Championship? What are y'all's thoughts on that? Should they bring back the SWA title or retire it? What you got? Should ask Asuka to design a new one since she did design the high-speed title. I do remember in one of my past streams, one of my subscribers was telling me that, yeah, It might have been you. But, yeah, I do remember hearing that. Which is awesome. But, you know, that's Asuka for you. Has that design background. Man, I tell you, whenever Kana decides to retire, I bet she's going to have one heck of a retirement life. But then again, Asuka could wrestle till she's like 70. I think she could wrestle till she's like 70. You know, kind of like Jaguar Yokota. Yeah, I could see that. I think Stardom forgets they have the SWA title. Well, yeah. And the last person that had it was Mayu Iwatani, but she vacated it. Or, you know, she relinquished it. And then I remember Shuri did the same thing because she wanted to go after the red belt, so she relinquished the SWA championship. So, dang, that title's been vacated so many times. That was, what, 3-4 times? She'll surf like Nakamura. Oh, Asuka? Either that. Well, if I remember correctly, I think one of her Kana-chan videos, wasn't she preparing, didn't she buy like a building? Didn't she buy like a whole building with a couple of floors, and she's going to have her own personal arcade? I think I remember seeing something like that. Because she's a big gamer, and she has a whole bunch of arcade cabinets and storage. I want to say she's going to have her own arcade. Like, a building with, like, her own arcade. Which I think that would be cool. I think that'd be really cool. I think the strong title should sort of be the new SWA spirit. Well, I do know some people had talked about the idea of maybe unifying them, or maybe even unifying that with the IWGP Women's title, but I don't know. And then again, there's not really that many there's not really that many foreign talent in Stardom, so yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. I'm still bummed that there are only 4 American-born champions in Stardom history. Naptown Kid says, at this point, retire the SWA belt. There's not enough foreign talent coming in to justify having it. I honestly, I'm going to have to agree. Yeah, she did, because of course she did. LOL. Yes, I helmeted, so, she also owns a salon. Yes. Outer Heaven, I believe it's called. Yes. Kairi made her debut on Kanatanchi. Yes! They need to get her and Io on there. They need all 3 of them on there next time. But yes, Kairi finally made her debut on Kanachan TV. Finally. Just give me Asuka, Io, and Kairi content of them just doing stuff on Kanatan TV. Yes! 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 Yes. 1,000% agree. It didn't take that long. Oh, another did I say Outer Heaven? Wow, I'm thinking of Metal Gear Solid. Thank you for correcting me. Another Heaven. I said Outer Heaven. Thank you, Naptown Kid. Oh, man. That's funny. Let's see. Who do we got next? Oh, yeah. I'm picking Bishamon over United Empire. Who's next? Oh, yeah. Check out this schmaz match. 8-man tag action. We got this random team of Shota, Umino, El Desperado, Tomoaki, Honma, and Tiger Mask, taking on the evil, nasty, disgusting, cheating-filled House of Torture of leader Evil, Sho, Yujiro Takahashi, still with no Peter, and that dirty, grouch, backstabbing Ren Narita. Freaking House of Torture. As much as I want the other team to win, honestly, I don't see it. I'm going to have to go with House of Torture. I don't want them to, but just the shenanigans and the cheating and the Dick Togo interfering and the Keurig and the wrench and all that, I expect all of that to happen. So I'm going to have to say House of Torture. Ew! And then Io, Kairi, Asuka, and Dakota if she sides with them. Oh, on Kanatan Chibi? I'd be down. Misfit says, I think Asuka wanted Kairi to appear early when she started the channel, but Kairi left. Fair point. Oh, you're picking Despi's team to win? Oedo Tai, better than House of Torture. I agree. Despi and Shota, House of Torture sucks. Yes, they suck. Uh-oh, Naptown Kid says House of Torture all day. Can't stand them, but they work well together. Yeah, I mean, he's got a point. He's got a point. Oh, man. Alrighty. Ooh. This next one. We got quite a showdown here. Check out this next one. We got a big old faction showdown. We got some good old LIJ versus just 5 guys. 10-man tag team action. Wait. Yeah, 10-man. Yeah, I was right. 10-man tag team action. LIJs. Tetsuya Naito, Shingo Takagi, Yota Tsuji, Hiromu Takahashi, and, surprisingly, my favorite member of LIJ, BUSHI. He has the coolest mask. Taking on just 5 guys. Sanada, Taichi, Yuya Uemura, Doki, and Taka Michinoku. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. I mean, we all know Tetsuya Naito dethroned Sanada at Wrestle Kingdom 18. Oh, man. I don't know. This is a tough one. This is kind of a tough one. Well, they don't have the Black Peach, so automatic loss. Hey, I like the way you think. This is a tough one. I like both teams. Ooh, this is... And it could be nice build-up to Yota Tsuji and Yuya Uemura's hair versus hair match coming up. Dang, I don't know. Misfit says, I don't know. Yota Tsuji might be my favorite wrestler in New Japan Pro Wrestling right now. Oh, yeah? Not bad. Not bad. Oh, man. This is a hard one to pick. You know what? I'm going to play it safe and say LIJ for the win. I could see it going both ways, but I'm going to play it safe and say LIJ for the win. Yeah, LIJ for the win. I can't see Yota losing those luscious locks. Honestly, I can't either. I can't either. But it wasn't too long ago that Yuya Uemura returned from excursion, now as Heat Storm Yuya Uemura. So I don't know. I'm still going Yota Tsuji, but yeah. Naito also has that match with Mox coming up too. Ah, yes, Windy City Riot. That should be really good. That should be really good. The card for that looks super mighty. Okay. Next match. Oh, here's a big one. Here's a big one. Well, here we are, folks. One more time. The Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada versus Mr. Ace President, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Does Okada get one more win? I don't know. But I could see Tanahashi getting the victory as well. Surprisingly, I could actually see Tanahashi getting the victory. Just kind of as an exit for kind of as an exit for excuse me. Man, sorry about that. Tanahashi, why not? Tanahashi, why not? John Elite says, is Naito's match with Moxley for the IWGP World? No, it's just a special singles match. Just a special singles match. Will Okada put Tanahashi over? I think so. I think so. Naptown's going with Okada. I mean, Okada didn't want to drop the trios title, so I don't know. This is true. Oh, John Elite's going with LIJ and President Ace Tanahashi. You know what? I'll take a gamble. I'll take that gamble. I'm going for Tanahashi. Go, Ace, President Ace. Go, Ace, President Ace. Yeah, I'm going to go with Tanahashi. All right. Let's see who we got next. Oh, hey, how about some title matches? Y'all ready for a title match? How about some title matches? Let's do this. We have the IWGP Tag Team Championships on the line as the now double champs, Gorillas of Destiny's Hikuleo and ELP take on Bullet Club's Chase Owens and Kenta. Okay. So the IWGP tag titles on the line. Will be good to see Kenta back. Definitely be good to see Kenta back. But I'm gonna go with Gorillas of Destiny to retain the gold. But should be good. Should be really good. Poor Kaito. He doesn't get his revenge on Okada. LOL, man, ghosted him. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I remember when that went down. That was quite crazy there on Pro Wrestling Noah. Man. That was quite crazy. Notorious CM Punk hater Kenta. Yeah, you got that right. You got that right, Mister. I'm gonna take your GTS and I'm gonna use it for my own. Although Kenta Naomichi Marufuji is still one of my favorite Pro Wrestling Noah rivalries. And I miss the really cool masks that Marufuji used to wear. I mean, he had some really cool masks. ELP and Hikuleo. I agree. Good call. Okay, let's see. Oh, man. Check this next one out, y'all. This is big. They're gonna run it back. Once again, singles match. Zack Sabre Jr. of TMDK versus Blackpool Combat Club's American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. To be honest with y'all, I think they should have made it even more official and made it a submission match. That way, there's no choice but there to be a clear winner by submission. They should have made this a submission match. They really should have, if you ask me. Kenta versus McIntyre for Hater of the Year. I see what you did there. SGN Gaming says, forgot the rematch was on this card. Yep. I'm surprised this isn't a submission match. It would have been perfect. It would have been a perfect idea. So, what y'all thinking? ZSJ or Danielson? We know Danielson got the victory last time they faced each other. But can one submit the other? Ooh, I don't know, y'all. This one's tough. This one's really tough. Submission match would definitely be nice. Yeah, honestly, I think it would be the perfect match to really decide who should get this. Who's the clear, better technical wrestler? Misfit says Bryan should get at least one win in New Japan Pro Wrestling, which I agree with. SGN Gaming says, feel like Zack Sabre Jr. will win this one. Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. Did they face each other before Wrestle Dream? Yes, back in Europe. If I remember correctly, it was back in Europe. According to the news article, Danielson is 2-1 against Zack Sabre Jr. But yeah, Danielson is 2-1. Yes, they did many years ago. Facts. Yeah. So, I mean, shoot. Do they have Zack Sabre Jr. even it up? Then again, when was the last time Zack Sabre Jr. tapped out? You know what? I'm curious. Let me go to Cage Match. When was the last time Zack Sabre Jr. tapped out? You know what? Let me do a little bit of research. And if anybody in the chat knows, let me know. Oh yeah, it does. Dang, it doesn't say if. Doesn't say if they won by submission. Or maybe actually, well, dang. You know what? Let me just Google it. Ah. Dang. Man, I can't find anything. Dang, that's like the $1 million question now. When was the last time he's been submitted? Ah, jeez. If it's happened, well, shoot. Yeah, I actually don't know. I actually don't know. Yeah, I actually don't know. That's like the $1 million question right there. This one says, I know Nigel mentioned it on commentary, but I can't remember the year. John Lee says, maybe ZSJ wins here and rubber match at Forbidden Door in June. Perhaps. Perhaps. This one says, I've heard Tony Khan wants to hold Forbidden Door 3 at Tokyo Dome. Ooh. Now that would be quite an accomplishment. That would be quite an accomplishment. You know what? You know what? Bump it. Because we haven't seen it in forever, you know what? I'm going to pick Bryan Danielson to submit Zack Sabre Jr. Why not? Why not? I'm going to take a gamble. I'm going to take a gamble. John Elite says, was TK buying ROH a mistake? I don't think so. I mean, it was on hiatus, and I think it was on its way to being bankrupt. So, I mean, I wouldn't say it was a mistake. I do feel like a lot of fans' expectations for ROH were set way too high. I feel like they were set way too high, but I wouldn't say it was a mistake. So yeah, I'm gonna take a gamble and say Bryan Danielson wins. And then the main event of the New Beginning in Osaka comes down to this epic steel cage match. Here we have United Empire versus Bullet Club War Dogs. United Empire, Will Ospreay's last official match in New Japan Pro Wrestling. It'll be him, the Billy Goat, Will Ospreay, Jeff Cobb, Hanare, TJP, and Francesco Akira taking on Bullet Club War Dogs, leader David Finlay, Gabe Kidd, Clark Connors, Alex Coughlin, and Drilla Maloney. Yeah, I think one more big win for United Empire. So I'm going United Empire. Crowns up. Crowns up. Oh, this got changed to a War Games match? Really? Or like it's going to be War Games style? So I take it it's not going to be a escape from the cage type of match. I assume. No escape from the cage or anything like that. Now I'm trying to figure out why the Oedo Tai versus Queen's Quest cage match wasn't a War Games match. It makes me wonder, is War Games, like, is that trademarked? I was thinking that might be trademarked. Or something like that. Oh, the graphic now says War Games on it? Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, they must have updated it. Huh. Interesting. Weird. But hey. Yeah, that's really interesting. I thought it was some sort of trademark that would, keep them from being able to do that, but huh. Oh, High Score Run says, yeah, because Bullet Club has the advantage. I think Will is the first to... Gotcha. Yeah, and it was really messed up and sad that the dang-gone Drilla Maloney and Clark Connors won back the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag titles. They pretty much won it back in a squash. It was pretty much a squash. Yeah, that was a bummer. That was really a bummer. But yeah, that is your card for this weekend's The New Beginning in Osaka. And don't forget, we also have this Friday/Saturday, depending on your time zone. Don't forget, we got the We Are Princesses Max Heart Tournament 4 finals for TJPW. It all comes down to Daisy Monkey and Daydream. Who's going to take it all and earn that Princess Tag title shot at Grand Princess, March 31st? Who y'all got? Y'all got Daisy Monkey or Daydream? Let me hear you. High Score Run says, you don't think anyone turns in the match and it's just a farewell match for Will? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I think it's just a farewell match. I do. Misfit says, Oedo Tai versus Queen's Quest should have been held under War Games rules as well. It just makes sense. Hey, I'd be all for it. I would have been all for it. Why not? Why not? But yeah, so we got that. We got TJPW. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that show. Yeah, it was really cool to see that Juriya Nagano's got an International Princess Championship title shot. So happy for her. I know she's going to be leaving and pretty much retiring to pursue more of an acting career, but High Score Run says, I want Daisy Monkey, but I also like Daydream, so good either way. I mean, honestly, I feel like Daisy Monkey makes the most sense. I was really rooting for my karate sisters, Moka Miyamoto, Juriya Nagano, which they had a fantastic match against Daisy Monkey. That was honestly my favorite match of that tournament. Daisy Monkey and the Karate Sisters. Oh, that was a phenomenal match. John Elite's pulling for United Empire. Okay, nice, nice. Furious says, it's tough. I love Rika Tatsumi more than anyone, so I have to root for her and Miyu. But I think Daisy Monkey will take it. It doesn't make much sense for Daydream to win. I agree. And, oh yeah. She'll be at the... Actually, all four of those ladies will be at the TJPW in Philly show, which I'll be going to. Looking forward to that in April. So, very excited for that. My first TJPW show. Misfit says, well, anyway, I'm going to get some sleep. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you, and I hope you have a good, peaceful sleep, Misfit. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's what it's looking like for this weekend. Just New Japan, the new beginning, in Osaka, and TJPW is looking really good. Oh, another $5 super chat from Furious. Thank you so much. Says, thank you for a great live stream. And I thank you for joining, and you're very welcome. Come back and see me anytime. Looking forward to providing more content. John Elite says, if Okada goes to WWE, we could get Bronson Okada 3. We very well could, after all. Bronson Reed has a victory over Okada. So, I mean, hey, it's very possible. I would love to see that. I was kind of shocked that Bronson Reed, formerly Jonah, left because, I mean, I felt like he was killing it over there in New Japan Pro Wrestling and got that victory over Okada. I was like, dude, what the heck you thinking? But heard he got a really nice fat paycheck to come back to the WWE, so hey. Money does talk. I get it. I totally get it. But oh, before I go, how do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about Tony Khan's big announcement? AEW Big Business. March 13th. I think it's safe to say, I think we're going to get Okada and Mercedes Moné on that show, debuting. I think it's inevitable. I think it's inevitable. It might be just Mercedes Moné, but I got a feeling with something like that, and the fact that you have money, big business, money, and Rainmaker, it makes the most sense for it to be both. It'll be interesting to see who the three face vignettes could be on NXT. That's another thing as well. It'll be interesting to see what that is. But yeah, it's really interesting. I feel like that big business show could be both Okada and Mercedes, but it probably might end up being just Mercedes Moné. But I think it's safe to say that we know Mercedes Moné is looking AEW bound. Mercedes did post on X, Boston. Yeah, exactly. So, dead giveaway. But yes. But yeah, y'all, just, man, the craziness that's been going on. Oh, and also, shout out to Will Ospreay for his very generous donation to the SGW, the Soft Ground Wrestling promotion in Uganda donated $2,000 to that promotion to help them to be able to purchase a ring. Hope it goes well. I really hope it goes well. But shout out to Will Ospreay for that generous donation. They have a GoFundMe page. But yeah, I thought that was nice. Of course, Mayu Iwatani defends the IWGP Women's Championship at the New Beginning in Sapporo. I think night 1 against Mina Shirakawa. That should be good. Should be really good. Sting and Darby Allin are the new AEW Tag Team Champions. So we know at Revolution, them and the Young Bucks will be for the tag titles, which I will be at that pay-per-view. Good old Greensboro, North Carolina. North Carolina, yeah. So I'll be there for that. But yeah, definitely looking forward to what's to come. Especially with a lot that's happened recently. Just, it's been crazy. But let's see how things look. You know, it's a new month. February is here. We'll keep an eye out about what's happening with Stardom and TNA Wrestling. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. But I think that will do it for tonight's live stream. I want to thank everybody for coming through and chatting it up with me. And thanks again to all the super chats as well. Y'all are too kind. Thank you so much. And I just look forward to continue to bring forth content. And y'all have been a blessing to me. And I hope I can continue to be a blessing to you. John Ellie says, has Sting put anyone over in AEW? I mean, the closest I would say is Darby Allin. But don't forget, Sting is undefeated in AEW. So, just something to keep in mind. He's undefeated in AEW. Which he probably will lose at Revolution. But, yeah. But, don't forget to check out the link in the description for Game Beauty if you want to check out some awesome video game themed makeup and cosmetic products. Maybe you want to get that special Valentine's Day gift for a certain lucky lady. Definitely check them out. And if you see anything you like, use that promo code Blitzball_champ, all in caps, for 10% off of your order. Use it. Little discount. But anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow, all of the above. Y'all know the deal. And share the stream as well. And look forward to chatting with y'all again. Thank y'all so much for watching. And I hope you enjoyed tonight's live stream. And hopefully for those catching the archive, I hope you enjoy the video as well. For another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the Facebook and the YouTube, the Tube. My name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Everybody have a blessed, peaceful evening, and I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream.